Hello everyone, Zero here. Welcome back to Disneyland Adventures. Yes, we are here, and this episode is solely based on, I just want to talk about my experience. As some of you may or may not know or have seen on my YouTube channel, I recently went to Disneyland. Yes, I finally went to this experience with you guys. I just wanted, while playing the game, I figured that'd be a good way to explain it. Now, I have a video of my trip to Disneyland. I'll link that in the description of this video if you haven't seen it yet. I got some photos, some videos of stuff, and compiled it into a like 7.5, 8 minute long video for you guys to kind of check out if you want to see. There's some first person view stuff on there too, so it's pretty neat. Now, keep in mind, I didn't get to do even half of what I really wanted to do at Disneyland because we just didn't have time. I was with a couple friends. We were kind of going from one place to the next, trying to stick together as best as we could, obviously so no one would get lost. Now, first thing I'll point out, it was insanely crowded, guys. Like, as people have been telling me through these streams before, that it's much crowded than what it shows in this game, and it's very true. Like, there are people everywhere, but it didn't take away from my experience. It really didn't. I had so much fun, guys. It was like a dream come true, and I can appreciate this game even more because it really does capture the park, very, very truly. I was kind of in awe. I felt like I was in the game when I showed up to the park. I was like, wow, I should have, a wand in my hand or something, and I should be watering plants or something. I didn't find any Barack Obamas there, unfortunately, guys. No Barack Obamas at Disneyland, at least not that I saw. So yeah, let's go walk around the park. I'll talk more about the experience. It was amazing. I did come out through. Obviously, you come in through here. A lot of you probably have been there to Disneyland. Some of you may have not. So, but it was just really neat for me. Obviously, I didn't get to go on some rides I wanted to go on. I wanted to do It's a Small World. There was a huge wait. A lot of rides had huge waits, and we just kind of picked some rides we wanted to go on. I didn't get to see the apartment of Walt Disney himself with the light on that Anthony told me about. I was looking, but I wasn't sure which building it was exactly, so I'll have to do a little more research into that for the next time I go. Now, we did take this train at the beginning because my friends really wanted to go to Toontown straight off the bat, so I was like, alright, let's go to Toontown. So we were waiting right about where my guy's standing inside the gate, looking down over there. Mickey Mouse was down over there taking pictures and whatnot. I got a quick snapshot of him from the distance, so that was pretty neat. There he is. There's Mickey. Hey Mickey, what's up? So cool. I mean, the way that this game captures the park now is insane, guys. It really is. I remember going in this building here. This is a bathroom. We all went in here. There's Daisy. Didn't see Daisy. I'll tell you right now, guys. The only characters that I did see, because obviously there's different characters in different days and whatnot, different times. I saw Mickey, I saw Minnie, I got a picture with Minnie, went inside her house, interacted with Pluto, Goofy as well, and Elena of Avalar was actually walking right in front of me at one point. She was with this girl, and they were just walking, and she was waving to people. Who else was there? Oh, Winnie the Pooh, Eeyore as well, I saw at the park, so that was pretty neat. There was this little area in the beginning. Like, it was so neat to see some of these things up in person. I didn't get to explore as much as I wanted to. Obviously, if I had more time, or even if I was like by myself, I would have been able to go around and explore and get a lot more pictures of stuff if I was like, not with a group of people, a couple people I should say. Just because it's easier to go off on your own, but I had so much fun with my friends and going on some of the rides and seeing some of the stuff. It was so awesome. I went to the Emporium. I did go into the Emporium, guys. Here, this is the shop. That's got all sorts of Disney stuff here. There's shops all along this front here. I bought myself an Alice in Wonderland. Blah. I can't talk. I'm so excited. Disneyland Emporium. I bought an Alice in Wonderland mug that I could drink, you know, tea or coffee out of, hot chocolate. That was like the one thing I did most shops was some kind of Alice in Wonderland merch because I love Alice in Wonderland. So I bought a mug.
Why, hello.
Now, as we were leaving the park, this was all set up, and there was a parade going on because it's in the middle of Pixar Fest. So there was a little bit of parade starting as we were leaving. It's a shame we couldn't stay longer because there was a Pixar parade starting, which is pretty neat to see. I got glimpses of some of it as we were leaving. There were all sorts of cool things to eat and everything. Like it was really awesome. Remember, we were stuck over here for a bit, just waiting for my friend, chewing on some ice. Yeah, they were handing out ice cups. You could go in any place and get a free cup of ice water or ice, you know, because it was so hot. So they were handing that out to everybody. Yeah, coins. I mean, Main Street was really cool to see here. I did see one churro truck. I did see one. That was pretty cool. So this, like, it made me want to play the game so much more. I was like, as soon as I got home, I was like, man, I really want to play this game now and just continue that experience, you know? So that's why I'm playing it here. Thanks for listening to me yap, guys, here, because I'm going to talk a lot in this video. Why don't we head over to Tomorrowland? You see the Plaza Inn. Yeah, we walked right into, right there's Pluto. Yeah, Pluto was in Toontown. And he came over, he licked my hand. Took a picture with my friends. He was hopping all over the place. So, I didn't go on this ride. I only went on a few rides, guys. I'll talk about the rides I did go on. You guys might have seen in the video which ones I did. This Tomorrowland was super crowded. There was like a Star Wars place right here, which is, I think, this right here. It was like the Star Tours. I didn't get to do that. I wanted to, but again, just not enough time. There is not enough time to do everything in one day, guys. You'll feel overwhelmed. And my friend pointed out the best thing to do is to get a season pass, go a few times in a year, and just, you know, plan out what you want to do each time. That way you're not overwhelmed, and just pick out, you know, a few different things each time so you have a chance to do everything. So that, this being my first trip, there were a couple things I really wanted to do, and I did get to do most of them. This was a Star Wars shop, which I went in and looked around. There was a lot of neat Star Wars stuff. I'm a big Star Wars guy, everyone, so that was really cool. They were in the midst of building Star Wars Land, which I will have to go back once that's built. My brother and I really want to go. Now this is where we ate, right here. We ate at the Pizza Port. Yep, that's where we ended up eating. The pizza was actually really, really good. I got some pizza, and my friend got some pasta in there. There's a lot of stuff. That was neat. They went on Space Mountain, sorry. I didn't go on that ride. As I said, I'm terrified of heights. So, while they were in there, I was looking around in the Star Wars store. They had a fast pass, so they got in and out of there pretty quickly. As I said, I'm terrified of heights, so the rides I did go on, the coasters I did go on, I kind of had to psych myself up for. But they were so cool. We didn't see Stitch there, which is a shame. That would have been cool to see Stitch. Look at me! Yeah, so Pizza Port, I definitely recommend it if you're going to go there and find a place to eat. It was good food. Expensive. Everything in Disneyland I think is kind of expensive. But it's all about the experience. I didn't see Karen there either. No Karen. Like, I was waiting to see if Karen was gonna be there. This was, yeah, I didn't spend like an insane amount of time in each area. Kind of grazed through a couple. I got a nice video of looking up at the Matterhorn there, and some of this stuff. Didn't go in any of these attractions over here, unfortunately. Even like some of the attraction, like mini games in this game, kind of capture the areas inside the rides to a certain extent, which I thought was pretty neat. I mean, I got some footage of a couple different waterfalls. Like at some of the, the waterfalls and stuff. The scenery there was beautiful, especially in like Frontierland. I mean, I thought that was pretty neat, Frontierland. Over here, we're making our way to Fantasyland, and it was great because I already kind of knew my way around basically when I got there. My friends were like, I want to go to this, go here. I know, meet me over here. It was like, yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about. Just from playing this game, it was so mapped out, like so almost precisely. I knew where everything was going to be, so I had that advantage going in. So we'll go down this way. I didn't get to go on It's a Small World. I wanted to. Nobody else really wanted to go on it, so I didn't get to go, and like there was a huge line, so I just didn't have time. Like I said, if I had more time, I would have gone. I was told to go on this by some viewers, and I will. I definitely am gonna go again, guys. Like I mean, you go once, you get that itch. Now I think I have that itch of like, I want to go as much as possible. Just need to find the time and the money really to go and do it. We went on a Monday and it was super crowded. I know it's like summertime, so that's why. I mean, I suppose if I go like during a school year when the kids are in school, like early in the morning, on like a weekday, it might not be as crowded, that's what I want to do. I'd like to go around like a Halloween time or something too and see. Apparently it gets all decorated for Halloween. Here's this corner that I've been up in a million times in the game. We get off the train and from the front of the park to Toontown right here, and we just kind of walked down here and went to Toontown. Let's go stop in Toontown for a bit. We got some pictures here. There were a lot of people hanging out in the shade in here. I took a video of me first walking into Toontown. Got some footage, and it's so lifelike to the game. I mean, the game's so lifelike to the park itself. It was, we walked around. We spent a good amount of time here in Toontown. I walked around in this park. I wanted to go see this little area here. My friends were still walking around other places, but I came over in here, walked up in here. Goofy's house was a little different in real life. Donald Duck. We didn't go to Donald Duck's place. We went over. Obviously, we went into Minnie's house, all through Minnie's house, and got pictures with her. She was waiting in there, in the back, and he exited through here. So it doesn't really look like that back over here, but you had a line. People went through the house and then got pictures with her. This thing was cool, the waterfall. This little, or fountain, I should say. My friends and I had fun with that. We were stepping on the, making all the music play, and it's nice because there wasn't like people all around this. Like when we went up there, we were pretty much by ourselves up there, just admiring it and everything. Everybody else kind of seemed to just go off and do other things. Didn't go into that corner where Chip and Dale is.
Hey there, pal.
Walked by Mickey's house. Mickey was not in Toontown at the time that I was there. He was at the front of the park. There's Donald. Now here's the coaster ride that I went on. One of them. This is the kiddie one. This is the first ride I went on. And in my video of my adventure there, I actually have a first-person view of my experience with that ride. I got the whole entire ride, start to finish. You guys can see that. I was a little terrified, I'm not going to lie. Just want me to ride it right now. So, just like real life, here's a first-person view in the game. Now, I got super scared on this ride. I know it's the kiddie one, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. I got a little scared because I am terrified of heights. So when it was going up like this, I was like, oh boy. And the speed picks up, and you kind of go around these curves. But this is probably the easiest roller coaster to ride in the entire park, and it still scared me. So I'm such a wuss when it comes to roller coasters, but I still did it, and I know it was a great time. It really was. And here we go. So just like my video, you'll see. And it comes. It's not a long ride. It's not long at all. Maybe 30 seconds at most. So there you go. I think it's kind of cool how you can ride some of the rides in this game. So yeah, we did that. The hidden Mickey that I got was actually, I think it was in Toontown, was it? It was one I had found in like cobblestone. It was like over, it was like around here or something. Or like, there's one like on the ground here, or two of them on the ground. I saw this one on the car too. I was gonna get the picture of that one, but there were a bunch of people taking pictures by that, and I didn't want to like, you know, ruin it or something. So I didn't get to go looking for hidden Mickeys all that often, guys. As I said, I was with some people and it was busy. The park was super busy, and we were trying to go around and do some things.
Greetings.
Let's get the wand out actually, because this corner, as we know, we were over in this corner, and I remember telling my friend, I was like, this is the loudest corner in the video game, as everything goes off here. See? You get everything going off here, so makes so much ruckus over here with the wand. I remember being there in real life and just pretending like I was wanding everything and making all the noises. There's that. Got Daisy. Yeah, Daisy wasn't at the park, at least not when I was there. I didn't see her. So we'll go through there. So that's Toontown. Toontown is really cool in person though, guys. And of course you got the big sign of Toontown. I got a picture of that one as best as I could. But yeah, Toontown, really neat to see in person because of all the detail and just you felt like you were in a cartoony world, like I was in the game itself. So it was really neat. Ariel was not at the park. I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to see my Ariel, but Fantasy. There was like the Cars ride over there that we didn't get to do either.
To the queen, that's who I am.
Now Fantasyland, didn't get to spend a ton of time over here. I was looking, I wanted Alice, that's who I wanted. My friends went on this ride here, so while they were waiting in line for that and getting on that ride, teacup ride, I was walking around. I got a picture of the whale here at Storybook Land. I was looking for Alice, basically. Like, I was like, all right, you guys go on the ride. I'm gonna go look for Alice. They all knew I wanted Alice. I wanted to go take a picture with Alice. I wanted to meet Alice. I was probably gonna ask out Alice, for crying out loud, but she wasn't there. This ride looked awesome, but I didn't get to go on that one. I want to go on this one next time. The attraction there. So yeah, I came all down this way, all looking for Alice. Walked around the Dumbo ride, the carousel here. And there's just so much to do here, guys. When you actually go to the park itself, so much to do. It's like you don't have time to wait in every line and do everything, so you gotta, like you said, you gotta pick and choose what you do. So, as I said, I was walking all over here. We did come down through here. There were some neat rooms, like, oops. These right here were some neat rooms, like right in there and there. There were little, like, rooms with, like, some Sleeping Beauty stuff or whatever. Remember we hung out in one of these rooms towards the end of our stay, because they were just cooling off, you know. It was really cool in there and shaded, and there was like nobody in there, so we were like, let's just go hang out in there. I got a picture of one of the things that was in there I thought was pretty neat. So those rooms were kind of cool, actually. Alright, where should we head next? Oh man, this is so cool to like play the game again after going to the park and realizing that, you know, it's very accurate. This was cool here. I remember watching my friends on the ride right here. They were all dizzy getting up there. We got a picture of the cat up there. I made sure we got that. Yes, he is up there.
Don't forget, take a picture when you see a hidden Mickey, okay?
Yeah, I gotta go in this attraction next time, being the Alice in Wonderland fan that I am. Definitely gotta try and do that.
Hello there.
Hello to you, and you, and you.
Let me go down this way towards Frontierland. Yeah, like all these food places were all super crowded. We went to some little area over New Orleans Square to grab a drink real quick. That place was super crowded too. But we didn't wait long to order our drink. It was like 2 minutes, you know. Frontierland. This was one of my favorite areas of the game for sure. It's the Big Thunder Ranch, which I didn't really go. I don't think I went in here actually. I walked by it, but I didn't go in. My friends went on Thunder Mountain, and I didn't go on that one either. They actually didn't wait too long for that ride, so that's why they went on, got in and out pretty quickly. I'd say within like the half hour, they were on the ride, and there it is. There's Thunder Mountain.
I got a powerful hankering for some ham and beans.
Okay, Pete.
Now,
So you
don't
want?
any of you go
I walked
sticking
all
my
along
feet
here
in
though,
my
the bridges here. I
bridge.
got footage of like the waterfalls, and I took there's a little video in my video of me
Revelation from old Big Thunder
seeing
in a
Thunder
while,
Mountain,
but you
pretty much
never
walking
know.
along this strip right here, getting the mountain in the background, and then going over to the waterfall. Really cool scenery here, because then you had water on the other side here.
Always smart to have a long fuse. I learned that the hard
Let's say
way.
Frontierland was so cool, guys. It really was. I advise definitely going over to Frontierland and checking it out, getting a good look at all the scenery over here. This is probably the neatest area of the park, Frontierland into New Orleans Square. Didn't go over there too much. We walked over by the Golden Horseshoe.
Good to see you.
Walked by here, the shooting exposition.
I bet you're enjoying the park.
Saw that stuff over there in the corner.
Hi there.
Let's want some more. Let's get some more money. Why not? Disneyland is expensive. Let's get this money. We'll go back down. New Orleans Square
You folks seem awfully agreeable.
was beautiful. Got a little bit of footage of the water and the Mark Twain boat or whatever over here too. There were a bunch of strollers lined up along one of these railings here in real life. Like people had like their strollers all parked along there. There's stroller parking all over the place. Oh yeah, the band was playing too. I'm not sure if it was this band in particular, but there was one playing. I thought that was pretty cool. I was about to go over and conduct them, but you know. Didn't get to go on Pirates. Would have liked to have gone on Pirates. So I didn't get to see Alice. She was one of the things I wanted to do when I went there was to see her, but she unfortunately wasn't there.
Hello again.
But I still got to buy her mug and see her area over there, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, being in Orleans Square was so cool. All these little shops in the back.
Mickey Mouse.
Yes, off you go.
This is the area where we stopped and just got stuff to drink.
Hey, you want to watch a movie later?
Yeah, wow, this looks just like the window in the real life too. That's cool. We were like right here to order, and you walk around, pick up your order over here. And this place was full of like people eating and stuff. We just wanted to order some drinks to walk around with. The good thing is anything that you could bring your own food, guys. You don't have to buy the food and stuff if you're wondering. You can bring your own food, your own drinks in. You know, they'll check your bags and everything before you go in, but you can bring your own food. You can also bring anything you buy in the park, any food or anything, you can bring that anywhere you want basically. So that was really, I thought that was cool, that kind of open policy there. Now the Haunted Mansion, I needed to do that. I like creepy stuff. I love the Haunted Mansion, so I was like, I have to go on the Haunted Mansion, right? So I did, and let me tell you guys, this was my favorite thing at Disneyland that I did, by far. I loved it. Like, you waited in line for a little while. It was like maybe 45 minute wait to get in. It was a really long line though. I guess it went pretty quickly looking back on it, because we were way out here starting, and you weave and you weave. They have this whole line set up until you finally get in. But I wish the line was this short here. That would have been great. But the ride was amazing, guys. Like, it was unlike anything I'd ever seen, really. Basically, you start off in this room, and you go down this kind of like elevator in this room while this ghost talks to you. Then you go through this creepy hallway before you get on this little,
So glad we decided to do this.
these little carts, and you go through the ride. Then after that, and it's like so many neat like effects, you know, like holograms and cool lights and props and everything of like spooky things, ghosts. It was so cool. Put some footage of that at the end of my Disneyland video on YouTube. It was dark, so we didn't really I mean, I have more footage of it. It was just couldn't really make out all of it. But you could see one of the ghosts and how cool it really looked. Like, it was so neat, and they were like right next to us. Like, I could practically reach out and touch all these things a lot of the time. They were so close. So I definitely recommend the Haunted Mansion to anybody going to Disneyland. Been there or like go in there again probably next time I go. I don't even care. I want to do it again. I could literally ride that thing like 10 times in a row and still want more. It was so cool. So I was doing that, and yeah, I'd definitely get on there again. I was looking for the hidden Mickey on this boat, because you know there's one there I had a tough time finding in this game. I didn't see it on the boat. Whether I just didn't look hard enough or maybe it wasn't there, I didn't see it. So I was also looking for the hidden Mickeys in the fences here. Like, you can see there's one right there on the fence. I didn't see any on the fences here, but I kind of, you know, just grazed my eyes by as I was like, I know there's hidden Mickeys over here in the game. I just didn't see one.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Karen. There's Splash Mountain now. As we know, I'm terrified of heights. But my friends insisted that either this or Thunder Mountain. And they wanted Thunder Mountain anyways, and I was like, fine, I'll go on Splash Mountain because at least I get to see Brer Fox, right? I wanted to see Brer Fox too. Now he was a part of this attraction. You'll see him in there, like animatronics of him in there. So I was like, fine, I'll go on Splash Mountain. Maybe it'll be really cool. And I was terrified the whole time waiting in line, guys. It was a long wait, let me tell you. We waited maybe almost 2 hours in line for Splash Mountain. I know that's one of the iconic rides, so but it was a long wait. Probably something you want to get a fast pass on. That way you're not waiting quite as long. And I'll talk about the ride itself in a second. Now I got a lot of footage of that ride too. You'll see that in the video. My friend got some footage of it, I should say. I was scared. There he is. There's my boy Brer Fox. So he wasn't out and about, but you'll see animatronics of him and stuff. Splash Mountain is, I must say, it was really neat. It was kind of trippy though. Because like the animatronics in there are so creepy when they shouldn't be. Like it was legit. They were just big down scared me. One of them, I literally closed my eyes when you go down that. I'm not kidding you guys. I literally clothes were falling down there. The cool mountain was neat. It was. That's where you go in. Sorry about some lag. See, there's the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Again, sorry about the little here, guys. I'm trying not to talk through the lag, so that way you don't miss too much about what I'm saying. I walked around here some. Get light from like there, from where I was standing. Now I know this thing seems to be a lot here, guys. Trying to stop here. Yes. Bear. Oh, he's laughing up a storm over there. Video.